With LeBron James turning 38 next year, and superstars like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry already at age 34, the NBA is at a turning point. New superstars must emerge after this trio of legends moves on. So, today we're ranking the top 10 NBA players under 25. This ranking is players who are currently 25 as well, and will be ranked based on current skill, not their potential. Also, the age is based on how old these players will be at the start of next season on October 18th, so some players may be listed slightly older than they are right now. First, the honorable mentions. Jamal Murray from the Nuggets, De'Aaron Fox from the Kings, Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Thunder, and Deandre Ayton from the Suns. These players are all very talented for their age and would make a top 15 ranking, but just missed the cut here. One thing you'll notice about the players in the top 10 is that they all have made an all-star appearance, something that's lacking from these players. Starting off with number 10, we have Jarrett Allen, who's currently 24 years old. He was a first-time All-Star with the Cavs last year and averaged a great 16 and 10 on 67% shooting. He performed well as a center, scoring at the rim when needed and protecting the rim in the paint. It wasn't quite good enough for the Cavs to secure a playoff spot, but he definitely contributed to their wins. At number 9 is Brandon Ingram, who's 25 years old. He wasn't an All-Star last year, but he was the year before and also was the most improved player. Ingram averaged a solid 22, 5, and 5 this season. While Ingram did struggle from 3 this year, knocking down only 32% of them, he really showed his talent in the playoffs against the Suns. Even with a top defender like Bridges guarding him, Ingram put up 27, 6, and 6 and knocked down 40% of his threes. He pushed the Suns to 6 games as the best player on his team, which is a large reason he appears on this list. The 8th best player under 25 is Darius Garland, who is 22. He was another first-time All-Star for the Cavs last year and was their best player. This is the first time since LeBron's departure from Cleveland that the team has something to be happy about. Garland averaged 21 points per game and showed good playmaking skills with over 8 assists per game. It was almost enough to get the Cavs to the playoffs. Nonetheless, Garland will certainly develop into one of the league's best point guards in the near future. At number 7 is LaMelo Ball, who's just 21 right now. He's a 6'7" point guard who can practically do it all, averaging 20, 6, and 7 last year. He was another first-time All-Star and is the youngest player on this list. If he can continue to develop his game, he could become a future superstar. LaMelo also made 38% of his threes, a step up from last year in both three-point percentage and three-pointers attempted. It was hard to rank LaMelo above Garland, but LaMelo is the better rebounder and probably passer too. If this was based on potential, LaMelo would probably beat out the guy above him, but currently, I think this is a good spot for him. At number 6 is Bam Adebayo at age 25. He's mostly known for his defense, having been on the all-defensive team 3 times, but last year he put up 19 points per game and 10 rebounds too. He's a defender who can guard pretty much any position and can be an effective second option on offense. Bam can also get some steals as a center, averaging 1.4 steals a game. He's a potential defensive player of the year winner in the future who, alongside Butler, can make the Heat defense smothering. Making the top 5 is Zion Williamson at age 22. Now, I know Zion didn't play at all last year, but we have a good idea of what he can do on the court. The last time Zion played, he was an All-Star and averaged a huge 27 points per game on 61% shooting from the field. If Zion can stay healthy and improve his game, I expect him to become an All-NBA player as soon as next season. The only deficiency in his game is his three-point shot. But with how dominant Zion is in the paint, it doesn't really matter. His potential is also crazy, and basically the sky's the limit for this kid. If he keeps his weight down and keeps developing, this Pelicans team could become a competent team at last. At number 4 is Trae Young, who's 24. Back in 2021, we thought the Hawks would emerge as one of the NBA's best, but after a weak 2022 showing, that clearly didn't happen. However, Trae continues to put up great numbers, averaging 28 points and 9 assists per game. He also led the NBA in total assists last year. He's as good as it gets on the offensive end, scoring with ease from deep and dishing effectively to big men. With DeJounte Murray joining the Hawks next season, I expect them to do a lot better in the postseason. This Hawks team is young and growing, so they could be a hard team to beat in the playoffs next year. Making the top 3 is most improved player Jamal Morant, who's 23. Morant wildly surpassed expectations for his 3rd year as he jumped into the All-NBA second team. He also averaged a great 27 points per game along with 5 rebounds and 6 assists assists. The Grizzlies almost gave the Warriors a run for their money, but Morant got injured after 3 games, so we'll never know what could have happened. Even though he's only 6'3", Morant operates best in the paint and scores at an efficiency that only big men were thought to do. His one weakness might be his inconsistent three-point shot, but that part of his game is improving too. With the Grizzlies' young core only getting better, this team will be scary to face next year when healthy. The second best player under 25 is Jayson Tatum at age 24. Led by Tatum, the Celtics made a run to the finals and were even up 2-1 until falling in 6 games. While Tatum did struggle a bit in the finals against the Warriors, he's still a great two-way scorer who can shoot, pass, dribble, and defend at a high level. Tatum has played in the playoffs every year since he's been in the league for a total of 5 years. That experience certainly helps him in playoff situations. Tatum has also been All-NBA twice already. Other than the number 1 player on this list, he's the most accomplished and is clearly the second best young player in the league. Finally, the best NBA player under 25 is Luka Doncic, who's 23. I believe this comes as no surprise to anyone. He's already been All-NBA first team 3 times. Yes, for the past 3 years, he's been voted as a top 5 player. Luka magic is real, as he averaged 28, 9, and 8 last year while helping the Mavericks get all the way to the conference finals, a feat nobody thought the Mavs would achieve before the year started. An MVP award in the future is practically a guarantee for Luka, and he's already developed into one of the league's best despite his extremely young age. If the Mavs actually get good surrounding pieces around Luka, the league might be in danger. As for me, I can't wait to see what this kid will achieve in the future. After looking at this list, you can see how the league will be left in great hands. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more, like the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you would change in the comments below.